For Georgia Now News, I'm Jenna Eason. The ballots for Georgia Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of State races were decided Tuesday, as well as other statewide elections. State Senator Josh McLaurin won Georgia's Democratic runoff for Lieutenant Governor and will face State Senator Greg Dolezal, who won the Republican runoff in the November election. McLaurin defeated former State Senator Nabila Parks with nearly 55% of the vote, and Dolezal beat former State Senator John Kennedy with 54% of the vote. Georgia State Representative Tim Fleming and former Fulton County State Court Judge Penny Brown Reynolds won their respective primaries to win a spot on the November ballot for Secretary of State. Fleming defeated Vernon Jones on the Republican ballot with 65% of the vote, while Reynolds led the Democratic primary with 63% of the vote. Former Georgia State Representative Keisha Shawn Waits won the Democratic primary for Commissioner of Insurance and will face the incumbent Commissioner John King in November. After barely missing the 50% minimum for the May primary election, State School Superintendent Richard Woods won the Republican primary for a chance to be reelected to his seat. He is running against Democrat Lydia Powell. Nikki Porcher won the Democratic primary for Commissioner of Labor. Current Commissioner of Labor Barbara Rivera Holmes won the nomination for the Republican ticket in the May primary. And finally, Republican Josh Tolbert will face Democrat Sheila Edwards in the race for the Georgia Public Service Commission District 5. GPB News reports that nearly half of working-age adults in 2025 found it difficult to afford health care in the U.S., and Georgia residents face twice as much medical debt as the rest of the country. Laura Colbert is the executive director of Georgians for a Healthy Future. She says the interests of corporations often outweigh the interests of patients.
So we're seeing people have to choose between having health insurance and maintaining the rest of their household budgets. So we're seeing folks, make that difficult decision and have to drop coverage.
Since 2025, Georgians who receive health insurance through Georgia Access have seen their premiums rise by 114% on average due to Congress failing to renew healthcare subsidies. Plus, H.R. 1, or the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, made significant changes to Medicaid and the health insurance marketplace, which will result in Georgia losing more than $5 billion in Medicaid funding over the next several years. One Nation Overcharged is a movement of 140 organizations advocating for healthcare, civil rights, and racial equity. The campaign plans to host panels and social events in Atlanta, Savannah, and other parts of the state over the summer. Gwinnett Environmental and Heritage Center is expanding its accessibility efforts by building a new sensory treehouse. So far, the center has built a 340-foot canopy walk so that visitors, including those with mobility challenges, can view the forest from above. Cammie Mansfield, the manager of the center, says the goal was to make it possible for anyone to experience nature in this way.
What we really wanted to capture here with the Canopy Walk is providing an experience for visitors with mobility issues, the ability to get up in the canopy.
The center also offers inclusion counselors, sensory tools, and other support for children with different needs. Amanda Liba says she loves bringing her children to the center.
What I love about this location is the fact that everything is really hands-on, and for a child that is autistic, it really helps because they like to feel and to touch.
The center serves around 100,000 visitors each year and features 230 acres of green space, a man-made stream, and STEAM exhibits and programs. It is Juneteenth, a day that commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. While President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, many enslaved people in Texas did not learn they were free until June 19, 1865. Across Georgia, communities are marking the holiday with festivals, educational events, and celebrations honoring Black history, culture, and resilience. Juneteenth became a federal holiday in 2021 and serves as a reminder of the ongoing pursuit of freedom and equality. To learn more about events commemorating the day, go to exploregeorgia.org. That's what's happening in Georgia now. For news anytime, check out our website at heargeorgianow.com. You can also download our app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. And to stay up to date on our content across all our platforms, follow us on Instagram at Hear Georgia Now and Facebook at Georgia Now. I'm Jenna Eason.